Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. शुक्र उवाच बहुनात्र किमुक्तेन सारं संक्षेपदाश्रु चित्वं चित् अहमेते च लोकाचिदति संग्रहः इति निश्चयमादाय विलोकय धियेदयां स्वयमेवात्मनात्मानम् अनन्तपदमाप्स्यसि. Bali Maharaj has invoked his Guru Shukracharya and asked, Hey Guru, koham kimete valoke iti vada prabhu. Who am I? What are these people? What is this world? Please tell. So the teacher Shukracharya ji tells in short, Bahunatra kimuktena. What is the reason I keep on telling exhaustively? Depending upon the student, the knowledge is given. Bali Raja has already contemplated upon sufficiently, and therefore he was the highest quality of student. So for him we don't have to start from KG1, KG2, KG3. In one place, one gentleman who has studied Vedanta for 4 or 5 years, traditionally, Upanishad, Gita, Prasthanatrayi, Brahma Sutra, notes, writing, commentaries, everything he has done. And he came for my talk, and after the talk was over, he asked me, Swamiji, I have got one question, and he repeated that question n number of times. When ultimately you had to tell everything is an illusion, then why they have told so many things? So question is over. But they keep on explaining that tasmad atmanaha akasha sambhutaha akashad vayu vayor agni agni rapha advya prithvi prithivyo annam annad purusha. There is no end to it. Then they tell the heaven and the hell and the last life and this life and the karma siddhanta, prarabdha, agami, sanchita karma. When they have to negate it ultimately, why they are telling this? Question was over. But instead of that, they keep on telling when you go to the hell, this happens, that happens, this. But when you have to tell, ultimately it is an illusion, why they have told this? Question was over. Again he started repeating and repeating and repeating and repeating. So after he was tired of his own repetition, he said, you tell me. I said, first of all, I want to tell you. Should I tell you repeatedly or in one way? Because you asked the same question 20 times. See? Then I said, because you have studied Vedanta Shastra, I will tell you in the language of the scriptures. Adhyaropa abhamadabhyam ayam prapanchaha. What? I said, you told me you have studied everything. So I must talk to you the language which you are at home. No, you explain properly. I said, I can't explain. I am not intelligent enough, you know. And then, when he came for the lecture, this topic came up. And the rule is very simple. Adhyaropa apavadabhyam ayam prapanchaha, when you take the Sanskrit dictionary and then start translating it from the scriptures and take word by word, if you take this particular book which I am using, a summary of Yoga Vasistha, and you read the English, you will not understand one word. It is so complicated. What that person wants to tell, you can never get into it. Because word to word translation. See? Therefore it is said in the scriptures, that you have to listen, Shravan, not by taking the books in the hand. When we had decided about this, Arvind Maharaj asked me, Swamiji, what is the text? We will get it typed and then give to everybody's hand so that they will not listen to me, they will correct me whether I am reading rightly or not. Swamiji, is one of the biggest difficulty. What the teacher is talking, that we are not interested. What is printed, there we are interested. So, I told in that talk, I said, look here, a very simple rule. The meaning of Adhyarop Apavadabhyam Ayam Prapanchaha means the unknown is indicated with the reference of the known. See? Do you know Gupta ji? I don't know. See, he is the son-in-law of Mr. Agrawal. Agrawal ji, you know, yes, I know, he has cheated me sufficiently. I can't forget him. So he is his son-in-law. Meaning what? Be careful. See, what is said and what is meant is different, is it not? Exactly the same. What do we know? We don't know Paramatma. What do we know? We know this world. So, with reference to the known, the unknown is indicated. Then it is said, that who created this world is Paramatma. So, what this world has done? He cheated me. So, be careful about him. He will cheat you. And God's cheating is, we continue to be extrovert. We continue to be objective. There was one demon, he has done tapasya, and he propitiated God and said, oh Lord, please bless me with a boon that if I put my hand on anyone, it should be reduced to ashes. And the God said, Tathastu, okay. And the demon started running after the same God. Let me try on you. Now the God knew that it is going to reduce me to ashes. He started running. Other God was also going for a walk somewhere. Hey, why are you running? Yeah, I gave him the boon and he is trying on me. Now what should I do? So the second God said, look here, don't run. Hide yourself. Where to hide? Go in his heart. So that God enters the heart of the demon who wanted to reduce. So the demon is searching everywhere, not within. Now when we listen to these stories, and if we are not able to get a message indicated by the story, we are not fit to study scriptures. See, friends, and this is what happens. Those who are academicians. See? Now, these Bali, etc., or Prahlad, these stories come in Bhagavad also, here also. So the question is asked, this is from Bhagavad, and this Yoga Vasistha was told earlier in the Treta Yuga, Bhagavad was told in the Dwapar Yuga during the time of Bhagavan Krishna. How do you say? I said, I don't know. This is a Maha Mantra. Don't get into argument with any fool. I don't know what it is. The moment you enter in academics, you are not the seeker of truth. See? Therefore, what is there to tell in such a detail? I'll tell you in short. Because the student was of that quality. But the student is dumb like us, then we are told, see, you should do this thing, you should do that thing, because you belong to KG1, KG2. But here, Bali Maharaj, he was an evolved seeker. And who was the evolved seeker? He has contemplated upon prajnaya cha vicharena samam atma avalokanam. By proper inquiry and your own experience, come to discover that everything is permeated by me. If I am not there, my wife cannot be. If I am not there, my country cannot be. Everything is in me. See? Therefore, he contemplated, and then not only that, dishta bodhopi jataha, and now by God's grace, I got it clearly. Now there is no doubt about it. So after having become clear about it, then he wanted a confirmation from the Guru. This is what is my experience. Is it okay? Or I am going the wrong way? Then the teacher says, what to tell you more and more, I'll tell you in short, because you know everything. And what is that? Chitvam, you are consciousness. Chit aham, I am consciousness. Loka chit iti, everything is consciousness. What should be the impact of this statement? Consciousness is that knowledge where questions don't arise. Mind is that knowledge where questions only arise. Like we, the consciousness, do we have a question and a doubt that I am or I am not? About anything you take, these options crop up. Whether I know or I don't know, whether I should do or I should not do, whether I remember or I don't remember. That experience, that knowledge, where options, doubts, questions do not exist, is consciousness. See? It is something like we are told that left hand I am, right hand I am, the stomach I am, the head I am. So am I talking about many? Now this I understand, the left hand I am because I am a lefty, but the right hand also. See? Meaning what? Differences are perceived. Left hand is not right hand is not stomach, stomach is not the head is not the legs is not the nose. Differences are perceived, but differentiation on account of the differences is not accepted. See, friends. Now what is our thing? No, Maharaj, you are realized. What about us? Are Dumbo? There is nobody who is realized. See? But this is not our fault. This is how the world goes. We start creating differences. Guru Maharaj, Shishya Maharaj, and Papi, Punyatma, Ram, Ram, Ram. So, Bahunatra Kimuktena Saram Sankshepada Shunu Chitvam Chit Aham Chit Ete Lokaha Iti Sangraha. This is the ultimate truth. There was one seeker, he went to a Mahatma in the mountains. And he asked the Mahatma, Mahatma ji, please tell me the truth. Who am I? Koham. Bali also asked. And this man also asked. Because he has heard somewhere, you have to go and ask the God or the Mahatmas, who am I? So he went and asked, Maharaj, who am I? Maharaj said, you are divine. He doesn't know me. I am divine. I think this Maharaj doesn't know anything. Okay, thank you. And he went in Guru shopping. He went to another Mahatma. And he said, see, I went to that Mahatma and he told me, look here, I am divine. Is it possible? I have done so many sins, crimes. So you please tell me, what is the truth? He said, yes, beta, you have to do sadhana. You have to do tapasya. You have to do seva. This Mahatma knows. Those who are influenced by doing something they cannot undo anything. Real spiritual practice is undoing, not doing anything. So that second Mahatma tells him, look here, we have got here 200 cows. Go seva. Go, do seva. Cow means go seva. And then started 200 cows, imagine. Cleaning the cow dung, cleaning the urination, washing them, giving them food. How many days? No, one tapas. One tapas is equal to 12 years. So after 12 years he did it. Then he said, Maharaj, 12 years are over, I have calculated. Yes, beta, I remember, you are very intelligent, you remember exactly. Tomorrow come to my kutia, but take proper bath, wash yourself because you are smelling cow dung and urine. I don't like dirty people. Come clean and neat. Next day he takes a detergent bath to remove all the dirt and goes. And yes, Maharaj, please tell me. He said, you are divine. He got so annoyed. He said the same thing that Mahatma told me. He said, look here, you didn't listen to him. Therefore, you have to lift the cow dung. If you don't listen to me, you will have to lift the human dung. You are divine. See, friends, we want complicated things, Do pranayam and have the asthma. Be attentive. We are all born divine. Like our phones. They are perfect when they are out of the factory. But then what happens? We keep on downloading free apps. And there is so much of downloading of free apps that our machine cannot handle. Device hangs. How much garbage we have downloaded in our system. See, one day in somebody's house, when I was want to take food, that husband was talking to his wife, look here, I have purchased this new iPhone, 3 months not only, it is hanging up. These people are cheating. So she said, you only complain about the world. Ask Swamiji what happened. Look here, iPhone and I am, what a concern. He came, Swamiji, tell me. I said, okay, do what? Go to what do you call that? Settings. Go to settings. Yes. Scroll. There is an option. Reset factory settings. Then there is an option. All data will be erased. Say yes. It is yes. All data was erased. I said now restarted. Perfectly functioning. What happened? Unwanted data was deleted. We all have to delete this unwanted data and reset your factory settings. You are divine. We hang up only because of this all garbage that we have collected. See, my friends, simply chanting mantra doesn't help. Na karmana na prajaya dhane na tyage naiki amritatva manashu. So we have renounced the renunciation and keep on holding on to these worldly things and beings. Therefore, iti nishchitya nishchaya bhavaya nishchaya adaya vilokaya dhyedaya swayamevatmanatmanam anantapadamapsasi. So this is what now ultimately you have to do. That you are divine. Don't condemn yourself. Therefore, first, there are, see, two things on the spiritual path. What is called as vidhi nishedh. Nishedha means that what we are not is rejected, denied. And vidhi is what we are, is asserted. So, na tvam deho na indriyani na prano na mano na dhi vikaritvad vinashitvad drishyatvad cha gato yatha. Like a pot which is an object of knowledge, like a pot which is subject to modification, and like a pot which is subject to destruction, so is true with all the panchakoshas. So either you are a pot or you are not the panchakoshas. See, in this manner, after having done the nisheda, what we are not is rejected, and then what we are is asserted. Here the assertion is that chitvam chit aham chit ete lokaha, everything is only pure consciousness. And this experience all of us have, but depending upon our training, we interpret that experience differently. According to Yoga Shastra, what is the sleep? Abhava pratyaya lambana vrittihi nidra. Nidra is that experience where absence is the object of knowledge. Absence of what? Absence by itself cannot be an object. Absence of what? So in the deep sleep, we have absence of waking, we have absence of dream. And then our attention is still extrovert. That there is no waking, no waker. There is no dream, there is no dreamer. Then what is there? Their absence. See friends, these are very basic points. What is on my palm? A tissue paper. No, I remove it. Now what is on my palm? There is no tissue paper. Because earlier my mind was conditioned by the presence of the object, and that conditioning is so strong, when the tissue paper is removed, our understanding is there is no tissue paper. In short, we cognize everything in this world with these two options, is and is not. That experience which is of the nature of is and is not is the experience by the mind. That experience where this option of is and is not, that is the pure consciousness. So when you take the same thing, deep sleep, according to yoga, deep sleep is at the level of the mind. See? Because in deep sleep also there is a thought. The thought is what? Absence is an object. See? And therefore, when everything is absent, but you have not cognized, you are there in the absence also. You are not absent. And therefore, yoga all the time talks about chitta vritti nirodha. Why should we be afraid of thoughts? Let the thoughts come and go. Coming and going is not my lot. See? So when we take the same experience, if we take the experience of the waking from the mind point of view, from taking this world a real point of view, from taking ourselves to be a soul in the body point of view, we are struggling in the samsara. So when we take from the mind point of view, then the world is good and bad. See, then the world is real. Then last life, this life, next life is real. From the mind point of view, body point of view, world point of view. But when you take from the pure consciousness point of view, whether there is world or no world, I continue to exist. Whether the body is child or old, nothing happened to me. Whether there are many thoughts or no thoughts, it makes no difference. Like, it makes no difference to the water, whether it is ocean or waves or a river or a lake or a cloud or an iceberg. Makes no difference. See, my friends, assertion means this. Assertion doesn't mean we go on shouting, मालूम है ब्रह्मन हो, छोटी मोटी बात नहीं. It's not like that. We don't have to assert to others. Then how do we assert to ourselves? Be attentive. We know this world as we have known ourselves. When I take myself to be a South African, then first I am a South African, then Indian. You know, in which place? Fiji. Before that coup happened and all Indians were displaced, before that, the Fijians never used to like them to be called as Indians. They used to call, we are Fijians. And then as the Britishers have done a mess everywhere in the whole world, they have done there also. Before leaving that country, they told to the locals that you are the original one. And Indians have come 100 years before, their lease is over, you take over. So they went away and created a mess everywhere. Britishers have left, they have created a mess. And thereafter, all the Indians who have lived there for so many generations, they were on the road. So they had to run. Now they call themselves to be Indian. No more Fijian. See, so when I take myself to be an Indian, then the world is divided into two, Indian, non-Indian. When I take myself to be a man, world is divided into man and woman. When I take myself to be a sannyasi, world is married, unmarried. When I take myself to be rich, world is rich and poor. So world is recognize what we take ourselves to be. Unless we correct this error about our identity, we are far away from the truth. See, friends, therefore, first sadhana is nishedha, rejection of what we are not. But it is not only by words. Like many people, they say, I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect. This is only like a parrot. There was an elderly bird, and there were so many birds in that particular forest. And the elderly bird told all the new ones, look here, there will be a hunter coming, he'll spread his net, he'll throw some grains, don't go, don't pick up those grains, you'll be caught in the net and taken away. So all of them started, Brahmarpanam, Brahmavi, Brahmagno, Brahmanautam, Brahmaevadena Gantavyam, Brahma Karma Samadhina. They started. And japa is going on. Then the hunter came, spread his net, threw some grains, all the birds went and sat there, and chanting is going on. The hunter will come, spread the net, throw the grains, don't go and eat, you will be caught. When all the birds were there, hunter collected them and put on his back and going. There also jump was going on. The hunter will come. Our condition is like that. See, so when we practice, I am not body, what does it mean? Is it only words? The moment we start sincerely practicing, to get rid of the body identification, the first thing that happens is anything concerning this waking world possessions will never be an issue for us. See? Then, when we transcend the mind, then no relation will be an issue for us. These two things. Possessions become real only after body identification. Relations become real only when we are living at the level of the mind only, not ready to go beyond. See, this is the meaning of practicing knowledge. So when we thus negate what we are not, then we come to a point when everything is rejected. What is remaining? That pure conscious existence is my real nature. Now once I recognize myself to be the pure conscious reality, from my standpoint, there is nothing other than consciousness. A wave will look at the water as another wave. The ocean will look at the waves, name dveshosti na priyaha. For me, everybody is okay. Bad wave, good wave doesn't make any difference to me. But from the water's point of view, there is neither the ocean nor the waves. Changing the standpoint from the relative to the absolute is spiritual practice. See, friends, it is so straight, no difficulty whatsoever. So, iti nishchayamadaya vilokaya dhyedjaya. Thus, you have to be convinced of this, nishchayamadaya. Morning also we have seen Savikalpa Samadhi for conviction, Nirvikalpa Samadhi for converting the conviction into experience. Forget about even Savikalpa Samadhi, you are struggling. How many when I sit for meditation, no, too many mad thoughts come, what should I do? Don't do meditation, relax, have a cup of coffee. You stop complaining, friends. Constantly complaining. Who told you to do that? See? This is what happens. Wherever there are big crowds, it is only the weeds. A sandalwood tree is not in millions. Weeds are everywhere. Don't go into that. Till such time you want anything, we are far away from the truth. Not even God. Because you are that. See? Therefore, iti nishchayamadaya vilokaya dhyedaya. Now with this understanding, when you start looking at the world from the absolute point of view, there is nothing but Paramatma. Because the seer, seeing and the seen, all of them are the same reality. Now is it not true in our own life? You take it. I, the man, is an effect as a son to my father. I, the same man, is a cause to my son. So I am simultaneously both cause and effect. But in essentially, who am I? I am beyond the cause and effect. See, when my father dies, effect has gone. When my son dies, cause has gone. But I continue to exist. Swamiji, let us have some bhajan. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. You know why people get frustrated? Their mind is completely in a process of dissolving. The fear comes. I think we are tired now, okay? Exactly. In one place, when I was having my lecture, one lady in Kaivalya Dham, I think, Lonavala, a Punjabi lady, she came for some treatment. And she must have been listening me on TV or somewhere. And then she said, "Oh, Swamiji, I'm so happy you are here. May I come for your class?" I said, "Please come, it's free, no problem." She came 2 days and then third day she said, "Swamiji, what happened to you?" I said, "Why?" "You are not cutting jokes." That day I realized people think I am a joker, not talking about the truth. And then she said, "Okay, we all agree we are Brahman, okay? Now let us have some bhajan kirtan." See, that is the reason. Don't get carried away by this. These are the means. This is not the goal. Samprapte sannihite kale nahi nahi rakshati dukrum karane. Language is only the means. It is not the goal. In which language you talk, it makes no difference. What you talk makes all the difference. Therefore, iti nishchayamadaya vilokaya jagadhyaya swayamevatmanatmanam anantam padamapsasi. Then when you come to discover your divine self, from your standpoint, there is nothing undivine in this world. From the water's point of view, gutter is pure and Ganga Jal is super pure. No. Same. The same water is supporting the drainage, the same water is supporting the Ganga Ji. Water doesn't become impure. Exactly the same way. Like our faculties don't become impure by illuminating the various objects. Our mind doesn't become impure by having any kind of thoughts. So also the consciousness that we are never becomes impure by objectivity. When we come to know the subject-object duality is on account of the conditioning. So like one man become the son, husband and a father, similarly one absolute conscious existence with the conditioning of the name and the form, it is called as Jagat. With the conditioning of the Panchakoshas, it is called as Jiva. With the conditioning of the Maya, it is called as Ishvara. So Jiva, Jagat, Ishvara, these are the three expressions of the same reality. And they appear to have become three, but they are essentially one. Like man appears to have become the son, the husband and the father, but is essentially one. Now tell what sadhana. Therefore, eva muktva gate shukre sarvam chinmatrameva hi iti bhavanaya dhyayan prashanta kalanaganaha dhyatrudheya dhyanahinaha nirmanaha shantavasanaha bhuvat avat deepa bhati balihi prapta mahapadaha. Now see what happened. Eva muktva, having thus heard from Shukracharya Maharaj went away. And what he told? Sarvam chinmatrameva, everything is pure consciousness. Other than pure consciousness, nothing else is. Like other than the man, there is no son, there is no husband, there is no father. Other than I, the man, there is no my property. Everything is because of me. See? Therefore, iti bhavanaya dhyayan. This is what I told you yesterday, bhavana. Now this is assertion. assert. And what is the assertion? Refuse to be miserable. When miseries come to you, you should feel blessed. Dispassion will start happening. When everything is goody, 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 you will be sticking like a leech to this world. Very good. If there are problems in the health, wonderful. Only living people get problems. Dead people create problems. See? Therefore, iti bhavanaya dhyayan, then prashanta kalanaganaha, and then he remained in that prashanta, undisturbed. See friends, many of us, for us undisturbed means what? We will be sitting quietly, eyes closed. That is not real shanti. One young boy asked me this question, Swamiji, I want to be like Vivekananda, absolutely quiet, sitting in meditation. I said, have you seen Vivekananda? He said, no. What you have seen? His picture and a statue. I said, when you die, we'll make your statue, you sit like that. See, that is not shanti. Like the space is at peace. Let there be volcanoes erupting. Let there be typhoons coming. Let there be huge fires. Let there be earthquakes. Nothing happens to the space. Effortless. And effectless. No effect. See. And the best part is, for this we don't have to do anything. In the 4th chapter, Bhagavan tells, Karmani akarmayaha pashet akarmani cha karmayaha sabuddhiman manusheshu sayukta krishna karmakrit. When doing and undoing is equal. If we are doing, it should express only joy, consciousness. And when you insist, I will not do that, then I is born. So we have to go beyond doing, undoing, doing, not doing. So 3 stages we can use this word. Doing, not doing, and undoing. Undoing is spiritual practice. In one place, somebody was typing books and said, Swamiji, this body disidentification, this word I could not find anywhere in the dictionary. How you use the word disidentification? I said, do you know? Dumb people read the dictionary. Wise people create the dictionary. Microsoft. Where is the word, you tell me? Therefore, don't go into grammar. Grammar is only for communicating. Similarly, doing, not doing, and undoing. 3rd stage. Life becomes extremely simple. So, iti bhavanaya dhyayan prashanta kalanaganaha. He is at peace and he is leading his life peacefully. And peacefully doesn't mean all the time in meditation. Those people who are sitting all the time in meditation, they are cheating themselves. Therefore, prashanta kalanaganaha dhyatru dheya dhyanahinaha, the 3rd stage. Dhyatru, meditator. Dhyana, meditation. Dheya, meditated upon. Hinaha, without that. If you remember this point I have been emphasizing again and again. That experience where the doer done doing, knower known knowledge, meditator meditation meditated upon, this triputi, this trio disappears, that experience is our being. Therefore, the experience without experiencer, the joy without enjoyer, knowledge without the knower. Triputi disappears. Because in this knowledge, knower is not born, how there can be arrogance that I know everything? Because there is no knower. In the experience where experiencer is not born, how then we can say that I have experienced the truth? In that joy, when enjoyer is not born, how can we think of repeating the experience? But many times you must have come across, oh, we have enjoyed the meditation, satyanas. Meditation is not ice cream. When you take from distance, looks very good, you take the hey, usually you take it. Like yesterday evening's ice cream. Looking beautiful but horrible otherwise. See, friends. Therefore, dhyatru dheya dhyana hinaha, then nirmanaha. See, first stage, mind. Now in this mind, there are two aspects. One is common mind, because of which the functions of life are conducted. Then specific aspect of the mind, because of which the mind takes the shape of a particular body and somebody is born. See. Now, this somebody when he is living, he is samana. He is under the influence of the mind. Then, second stage, unmana, rising above the influence of the mind. See? And then third stage, namana. Naman we do na, namaste is the meaning. Namana. We go beyond the mind. See? And this is what it is said, that ultimately nirmanaha. Then he has gone beyond all the things which are pertaining to the mind. Like, by mind we can function only in the known field. Like our mind can go to the Cape Point because our mind has seen that. Before we had gone there, Cape Point was only a word for us. Our mind could not go there. But now if somebody refers to Cape Point, immediately mind will go there. Oh, we went up there, it was so tiring, and then we had nice pictures. Everything mind will do. But when you transcend the mind, you come to the intellect. Intellect peeps beyond the frontiers of knowledge. Therefore, when we praise somebody, we call somebody intelligent. We don't call him mental. See, friends, intelligence helps us go beyond the frontiers of knowledge. And nirmana is going beyond the intellect. I am is not the experience through the mind or the intellect. It is a trans-mind experience. So, nirmanaha, then shantavasanaha. Now, no more impressions on the mind are disturbing. How do we know no more impressions on the mind are disturbing? Very simple. We do not react to anything in life. Reactions are when we are facing something contrary to our convictions. Suppose my conviction is everybody should be here on time and everybody will not come. But my conviction is disturbed, so I'll react. So when we don't react, Shantavasana, because we are having no obsession about anything in life. This is one of the most important spiritual practice. We have to give up the duragraha. Duragraha is obsession. We want everything to happen only according to our way. There are many ways things can happen. But we are obsessed about this. I'll tell you one example. This happened in Delhi. There used to be one elderly gentleman. He was architect, very intelligent, and in charge of Delhi's, town planning and all that. He was elderly. His wife was young. He must be 60 when his wife died. She was 35 or 40. So naturally, he was frustrated. And then his student, he was teaching in the college also, he told that, sir, please come to our Swamiji's talk, maybe it will help you. And when you are frustrated, you are ready to take even the homeopathy. So he came for the talks. And slowly he became very close. He used to drive me every day in the morning to the lecture. After I left Delhi, then sometime I happened to meet him. I said, Moshaib, hello, what is that? He said, Swamiji, after you went, I felt a little disturbed, but then you gave me that book I was reading. It has really kept me going. I said, okay, what did you learn from me? What he told was so surprisingly wonderful, because he was intelligent. He said, Swamiji, I learned one thing from you. Earlier, what used to happen, whenever there was some discussion on any project, I used to keep that whole drawing on the table, and I was the only one talking. Everybody has to listen. If anybody says anything, I used to bounce. And every meeting will be only agitation, frustration and all that. And then I used to go home. There used to be wife to take care of me. But now I was so frustrated, nobody to take care of me. Then he said, you are one principle I had tried. I said, please tell me, I'll also try. He said, my principle was that anything can be done many ways. Then he said, I tried it. I kept the drawing on the table and told everybody, please give your views. Everybody, 8, 10 of them, they gave their views. And I decided not to talk. And after everybody gave opinions, suggestions, then I told them, okay, now I'll go to the washroom. Meanwhile, you discuss among yourself what will be the final conclusion. And I went out purposely for 15-20 minutes, more than the required time. I had a cup of tea or coffee and came back. And then I said, I'm sorry, somebody came and meet me, therefore I was delayed. Okay, now what you have discussed, what is the conclusion, let me know. And they told their conclusion. Swamiji, do you know what? That conclusion was the exact one what I wanted to do it. But now there was a difference. Earlier, I used to tell and they have to do. Now it is their conclusion. So it is their work they are doing. As a result, participation is 100%. Friends, the top person anywhere must have this wisdom that all the people must participate. But when we don't understand, we keep on dictating. You may dictate, you may succeed, but you will lose everybody in your life. Such successful people remain lonely when they are grown out. Anything you ask me, you tell me, we'll do that. We are killing the potentiality of the people working around us. Everybody must participate. Then only there is a success. Otherwise, I am wise, you are otherwise. No. This is what is meant here. Dhyatru dhyana dhehinaha nirmanaha shantavasanaha. No more obsessions about anything. Let everybody participate. It is only for this purpose I don't allow anybody to hang around me while taking food. Because I have experienced that. One lady will come and give you food. Second lady will be waiting. And then, yesterday you gave, today I will give you. Are you here for serving me or knowing the truth? What is the purpose? See, I don't want your service, I am fed up. Take care of yourself. It's for this purpose we are here. See, my friends, this sounds very strong, but this is the truth. You have served sufficiently. Now serve yourselves. So dhyatru dhyana dehinaha nirmana shantavasana babhuva avata deepaha. And then thereafter he became so quiet. Example is given like the lamp kept in a corner where there is no wind flowing, no gush of air. So how that flame remains? Absolutely undisturbed, although it has all the possibility of getting disturbed even by a mosquito flying next to it. It has got all the potentiality, but it is not disturbed. In the same manner, wise man moves in this world with his vibrant, dynamic, quiet, intelligent, alert, vigilant mind in the midst of all the things, and yet he remains at peace. This is what happened to Bali Raja. So, Babhuva avata deepabho Bali prapta mahapadaha, and thus he attained the ultimate reality in his life. Then nirvikalpa samadhane chiram stitva samuttitaha rajakaryani sarvani savyadhat sayatha kramam. Then nirvikalpa samadhane chiram stitva. Then he remained in that nirvikalpa sthiti for a long period of time, and thereafter stitva samuttitaha. Then again he was out in the world. Thereafter, what? Raja karyani sarvani samvidhan sa yathakramam. And whatever as a king he was obliged to do, he was performing all his duties. And how it was? Apadam sampadam chaiva samadrushtaiva pashyati. The challenges and the difficulties and the problems and the success was taken with equanimity. Nastameti na chodeti tat prajna samadukhayoho. And joy and sorrows will never create any disbalance in his knowledge and wisdom. Yeshu pradesheshu mano majjati balavan tebhya samudrutya tadhi tatve niyojet. Here the instruction is given. Therefore, like a child keeps on repeating the same mistake again and again, you don't go on scolding the child every time. Again bring it back, steadily, slowly. Love your mind. Tolerate your mind. Don't become frustrated with the mind. Then you will understand this particular principle I am telling you. Control of mind or thoughts, chitta vritti nirodha, means stop talking to yourself. One great professor of this yoga, he asked me this question. Swamiji, I want to know your reference books, because what you tell I have not studied, read anywhere in the world. For example, chitta vritti nirodha. I said, it's a common sense. Can you think without words? Try to think without using words. You can't. Like we come out of the house after putting on clothes. We don't come out naked. In the same manner, thoughts do not come out of the mind without clothing themselves in words. So, stop talking to yourself. You are the yogis, they will never tell you this. Control your mind, and then you keep on biting your teeth. And sometimes the tongue comes in between. Oof. Dumb fellows. Just try this. How simple it is. You don't have to close your eyes, nothing. You can still be beyond the mind. Therefore, here, yeshu pradesheshu mano majjati balavat. So wherever where the mind goes like a baby, like a child, tebhya samudrutya. You just lift it back, come in, bring it back. And slowly, taddi tatve niyojayet. Then engage that mind in something higher in life. See? Therefore, I was telling always, don't do meditation, but play meditation. When you play, a meditator is not born. Like when we are playing with the children. So when we play with the children, we are not concerned about victory or defeat. Exactly the same way. When we start playing meditation, we will not bother whether meditation was there or not there. We just play it. It's okay. Sometime the mind will cooperate, sometime it will not. Never mind. Then today, okay, let us clean the house. That is house cleaning meditation. Sometimes the mind is very agitated. Go running from here to Cape Town and come back. Mind will say, hereafter I will always cooperate. But we are insisting there should not be thoughts. Why there should not be thoughts? Let the thoughts come and go. See? This important thing, nothing in this world should have the freedom to disturb our mind. How can anybody come and disturb? Small little things. Nobody can disturb us. Therefore, yeshu pradesheshu mano majjati balavat tebhya samudrutya tadhi tatve niyojayet. And it is here your anushtan comes into play. Suppose the mind is disturbed, I say, okay, never mind. Now today I will chant this Gayatri mantra. So sit quietly and forget about meditation. Take your mala in the hand and chant loudly. Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tassaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha. When you thus chant any mantra slowly, the momentum with which the mind was flowing different theme, that momentum is arrested. What is required is that the speed with which the thoughts are erupting, that momentum we have to halt. See? Simply talking about mind disturb, nothing happens. You observe. When you are disturbed, your thoughts are flowing with a tremendous speed. Constantly going on. It is for that purpose the mala is given in the hand. Chant Lord's name slowly, and then the mind will understand. Better than this punishment, keep quiet. It will keep quiet. So, tebhya samudritya tadhi tatve niyojayet evam abhyasyata abhyasam manomattangajam nibadhya sarva bhavena param shreyo dhigamyate. In this manner, practicing this abhyas again and again, manomattanga jangamam. Our mind is like a spoiled elephant. It can be controlled. Nibadhya sarva bhavena. Sarva bhavena by all means. Meaning, sometime physical work, sometime study, sometime doing social work. Somehow, whatever you are doing, attention should be only on the mind. Then you are 24/7 in meditation. But when we sit for meditation, that time also our attention is on the world. The height of foolishness. See, When we start working on the mind, we are practicing meditation. And it can be done by another simple technique. Try. Take every experience of your life as spiritual examination. When we take this attitude towards life, every event, we will be prepared always. And examinations are what? Where difficult questions are asked. When you are prepared, your fundamentals are clear. See? In a school, the teacher was teaching sums. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, 11 plus 11 is equal to 22, 111 plus 111 is equal to 222, and then gave homework. Next day, she asked, everybody has done? One boy was keeping quiet. What about you? You are not telling yes? You are not done? No. Why you are not done? Means, simple sums you have done. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, 11 plus 11 is equal to 22. You have done. And you told us, 8 plus 9, where are the fingers? How can we do 8 plus 9? See, our condition is like this thing. Swamiji is okay for you, you are a sannyasi, but we are a grahast. That is your examination. Stop complaining and take every event of life as examination. And when you pass through the examination, what a joy it is. See? Therefore, spiritual life is not something, a dumb way of living. No. We don't have to go to the forest. Wherever we are. Like, which plant should grow where? Who decides? The plant doesn't decide. Exactly the same way. Where we will grow spiritually, we don't decide. The Lord decides. And then which place is suitable for our growth? Which climate is necessary for our growth? Therefore, we are exactly in the right place. We are not in the wrong place. Instead of changing the world around, you change. Like the example given here, you put on the shoes. Instead of covering the whole earth with the skin, you put it on your feet. Don't have to worry. With this, this Bali story ends. Hereafter, the next story will be that of Prahlad. This is another technique by which we can really learn and grow wise. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om.